Thank you. Great to be here. I'm Richard Riggs. I'm representing Aramco Ventures here today. Aramco Ventures is also a sponsor of Ecosummit, so very happy to be part of that. Aramco Ventures is, as the name would imply, a corporate venture capital entity, similar to the ones that Bart mentioned at the introduction, a corporate investor, potentially a strategic investor. So who are we? We're actually, within Aramco Ventures, over 100 people all over the world, of which 10 in Europe, mainly based in London, covering the whole of the European market for venture capital investments. We have a few offices in the US with about 20 people. Also in Asia, we've got about 20 people, and in our Saudi Arabian head office in Dhahran, we have around about 50, so more or less 100 people globally. 10 nationalities, it says here. I think it's actually more than that. We have alone in Europe 7 nationalities, and of course a mix of male and female. So what are we doing, and why are we different to some of the other corporate investors out there? 3 things. One is we have a professional team with a lot of venture capital and startup experience. Average experience in venture capital and related startups and the like is well over 10 years within our European team. So we know what we're doing. We also have a lot of experience on boards. We work with our head office in Saudi Arabia, which is where all the technology departments of Aramco are, to really help our companies, or help us to select the ones which give the most strategic value to Aramco, but also help those companies to do business with Aramco. And that's what it's all about, really, in the end. Helping Aramco to be a customer, which can be as a sizable customer to any startup company. So we have an in-house business development team helping for that, and we offer piloting and deployment opportunities. We also have cash, of course, so we're investing. We're fairly stage agnostic, so we invest on the low end between $500,000 up to $75 million on the higher end, so pretty much the full range within the venture capital scene. We have a number of funds within Aramco Ventures. The one which is relevant to this audience and the one which the European team is focusing on is our sustainability fund. This is a fund which started around about 3 years ago, and really the objectives of this fund are to invest in technology companies that can help Aramco in achieving its 2050 net zero ambitions and help it to develop new markets and business opportunities. Maybe just a comment based on Bart's introduction. Aramco Ventures and Aramco is a very unlikely acquirer of technology companies. Aramco is an operator, so you won't see a right of first refusal request or anything like that in our deals. So the technology areas that we're interested in investing in are, here on the left, decarbonization, so a lot to do with carbon capture, utilization and storage, energy efficiency technologies, low carbon materials, some digital solutions that can be used within Aramco's operations to reduce the CO2 footprint. We're interested in new business opportunities in low carbon fuels, a lot to do with hydrogen of the different colors that are out there, ammonia, synthetic fuels, the whole value chain of low carbon fuels. We're also interested in new opportunities coming from Aramco's feedstocks, for example, carbon materials, materials which are essential to the energy transition. And final slide to show, this is just a snapshot of our portfolio. A lot of the companies on this slide are based in the US, but I'll highlight the European ones because they're more important. We have on the bottom left 2 companies which are here at Ecosummit, NextWave and Graph Energy Tech. These are 2 companies with really amazing technologies in the solar space. We have in carbon capture point source investments, namely in Carbon Clean in the UK, and Juganeo doing direct air capture and based in Berlin. In the low carbon fuels, we've got Hydrogen Memtech in Norway with a membrane technology to separate hydrogen. We have OxyCU in the UK, which is a technology to produce synthetic sustainable aviation fuel. We have Dendra, which is a machine learning based platform for nature-based solutions. We have different technologies related to emissions detection and reduction. For example, Grand Perspective, which is a company based here in Berlin, detecting chemical leaks. Daphne, which is in Switzerland, which is all about reducing the emissions from ships. We have energy efficiency technologies, for example, HT Material Science, which is all about energy efficient cooling. And we have different materials, for example, Promethean particles, which has got a low-cost method for making metal organic frameworks, and various others. So time's up, I guess. Yeah, after this, feel free to meet me over a glass of wine and to be interested in seeing co-investment opportunities and meeting interesting startups. Thank you.